the shower. Call up my homies, it's on and poppin' the night, cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot, cause we ballin' and spittin' up every hour. Look, mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody power. Cause you spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. And now, your defending AFC North champion, Lamar Ravens.
On the visiting sideline, there's Chiefs head man Andy Reid. His guys off to a slow start, looking for their first win after 2 straight losses to start the year. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys also come in 0-2, and they'll be looking to avoid the dreaded 0-3 hole. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week. So keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Down the left sideline, inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. The quick feet by Jackson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Mahomes now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens 17-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
First and goal.
Mahomes going to throw. Throw left side, completion to Rice. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
At the Ravens 3-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Ravens at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They're on the stop with Leo Chanel. Under a minute to go. Clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. To throw is Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt, that one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they can't bring him down. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want the Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 74 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second. quarter. As they've got it as we resume action. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On second down, they'll run it here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 94 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Here's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Play action. Now Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Jackson. He's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And taking down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now he comes Kansas City. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very front. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper. into the end zone for the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Abdul Carter in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack in the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's got it to the 43 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's into space past the 25. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And Mahomes will do it himself. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Ravens 17.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
45-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now it's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Room to maneuver at the 35. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Ravens get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. On his loop for the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that Being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent, the blocking's been terrific, and obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
Our journey around the NFL starts now with an intriguing matchup in the AFC. All right, Brandon, thanks much. It's only week 3 on the schedule, but already some big-name teams with big early tests. Will they pass or fail? Let's get into it. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. This is going to end up a touchdown. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys. They're playing host to the Miami Dolphins. And this is Ollie Gordon. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. The Dolphins, looking for their second win after an opening week loss, they're up at halftime. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy, the New Orleans Saints hosting the Chicago Bears. And it's the New Orleans tight end. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. It's a 59-yard touchdown. This one's now at the half, and it's the Bears lead by a field goal at halftime. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
These offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30. 122 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Points certainly not in the premium here. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now it's Jackson. He'll try and do this himself, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down, and now they're in the hurry-up.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
No, we change it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
180.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
They were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Luke now for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Well, now how about this return? And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Mahomes going to throw. Open man right side is Rice. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They call his number again. It's his sixth catch and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 130 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So from the 37, here's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 37.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A quick throw caught by Rice. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Rice. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Butker's kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get over to those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. To throw is Jackson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Jackson. The short throw caught by Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the 5-yard line.
Here we go, 1st and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker to put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
This is 3rd and goal.
Hands up.
They'll try to run this one in. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 7, 23 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes will throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. One final try for Mahomes. He'll try and do this himself. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Baltimore, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.